Intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I want to say good morning to everybody. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. Now, today we just finished the All Black National Convention. I'm going to do a quick recap of some of that because it was really, truly epic if you weren't there. Also, Louis Farrakhan has filed a $5 billion lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League. I'm going to break that down for you and let you know why I support this lawsuit 100%. So get comfortable, buckle up a seatbelt. We're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm, great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones too late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to co-sign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Everybody, welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I hope you guys are doing well today. Do me a favor, quick audio check if you could. Also, those of you who are on Spotify, or if you want to listen to me on Apple, you can just look up my name and find me there. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a quick yes in the chat if I'm coming through all right. I need to know my audio is good so we can make it good. And it is a good morning. Gene Moore and Feet Funkerson and Supreme Hits. I see you. El Hodge, good to see you. Let's see who else. Lance and Keeper and MZ from ATL. I hope you were at the All Black National Convention, MZ. We were here this weekend, and it was truly epic. It was as usual. I mean, if you really are looking for a space of intelligent, positive Black people who are building, learning, teaching, growing, evolving, connecting, and then having a ton of fun, you got to join us for next year. The All Black National Convention is going to be in Chicago next year. We will sell out. We will sell out because we do not. Our tickets are exclusive. We don't let everybody in. And also, we don't try to sell 10 million tickets. We're not trying to make it gigantic. We want a conference. We want a family reunion feel, and that's what we get. And so if you want to get tickets for next year in Chicago for the next 24 hours, you can get the early bird half off. Just go to allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. All tickets, vendor spots, President Circle passes, anything that you want is half off for 24 hours only. So please feel free to go to allblacknationalconvention.com if you'd like to get ready for next year. All right, guys, let's get it cracking. Let's get started. How many of you, give me a yes or no. Hey, Yoshika and April and Brenda, give me a yes or no if you heard about this lawsuit that was filed by the minister, Louis Farrakhan. This was sent to me by Lioness Crowned, a.k.a. Jade Arundel from Fly Nubian Queen. And she sent it to me with a big exclamation point. Dr. Boyce, this is epic. This is epic. And let me just tell you, Jade is just one of those soldiers for the Black community. These are the types of people that should be your celebrities, in my opinion. These are the people that are really moving the needle for our community. These are the people fighting for reparations. These are the people fighting for Black intelligence, Black success. And you don't see that a lot, right? You have a lot of culture out here. Give me a yes if you've noticed this. A lot of culture out here that's very anti-Black. And they make you think it's okay because they put a Black face on it. But a lot of our culture, unfortunately, still has a lot of evolving to do. I don't want to see everybody just rapping and twerking and shooting and acting a fool and being ignorant. I want to see us growing. I want to see us building businesses. I want to see us controlling things. I want to see us owning assets. I want to see us running good families. Give me a yes if that's okay. Does that make me old-fashioned that I don't want Black children to grow up traumatized? Does that make me a weirdo that I think Black people should be educated? And there's something wrong with me when I say I want the Black man and Black woman to have a little bit of money in their pocket? Is that weird? Am I being a nerd? Does that make me a simp? Like, what does that say? Does that make me weird that I say we got to love our women? Anybody who disagrees with those basic ideas, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know whose side you're on, man, because I don't want Black people to suffer. So let me read this lawsuit to you. I got a letter. So let me just give you the overview, the big picture perspective, in case you got to go after the first 4.5 minutes, is that Minister Louis Farrakhan has filed a $5 billion lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League. 5 billion with a B. That's but. Everybody type the word billion. Put the word billion in the chat. And I agree with you, TJ, for president. This lawsuit is long overdue. This is a lawsuit that needed to be filed in the 1980s. This is a lawsuit that is appropriately timed in the sense that right now there's a lot of criticism in Israel and around the world for some oppression that some people have seen. And I'm not going to tell you what to think about that, because I don't tell you what to think. What I can say, though, is that I'm very happy to hear the minister filed this lawsuit, because he's been unfairly characterized as this person who is anti-Semitic, when really, what's the real definition of anti-Semitic in America? Well, it kind of means if you disagree with anything we say, if you criticize any of our policies, if you tell us we're doing anything wrong, well, we're going to label you. Right? That's a game. I want everybody to understand the game. The game is that if we don't like what you're doing, we're going to call you names and we're going to label you. And the false accusation is something, particularly black men. I'm sensitive to this as a black man, because black men have been falsely accused of things for hundreds of years. Give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying. Black men falsely accused, and they know that this economic racism, it's a type of economic racism, but it's also beyond economics. But this, I call it economic racism. I'll explain why in a second. This type of economic racism has existed for a long time, so they can take resources and opportunities from you. If they label you, pay attention now. I need y'all to hear this. This is because this is important for your sons. A lot of y'all, how many of y'all got sons? How many of y'all got a nephew? How many of y'all got a little, some little dude that's looking up to you, that's dependent on you, somebody that you're rooting for? Well, this is for your sons. Here's the problem. When you get labeled, you get stigmatized. It's like if somebody went around telling everybody on national television that McDonald's has roaches in their milkshakes, and that they have rats in their hamburgers, and they were saying this on ABC, NBC, and CBS every day. Give me a yes if you follow this. Do you think anybody's going to go eat at McDonald's? Do you think that's going to? Do you think that might affect their brand? Do you think that might affect their ability to move in this world? Or what if somebody on CNN every night said, Taco Bell has they have rat poison in their tacos, and so you should not eat a Taco Bell because that's the poison food. What if somebody did that on CNN? Do you think Taco Bell would have a problem with that? I need y'all to make the connection here. I need you to make the connection on how these sorts of false accusations can destroy wealth right before your very eyes. It destroys opportunity right before your very eyes. It destroys possibility right before your very eyes. So if you wonder why I dig into all these topics and you think that they're not economically related, they're deeply economically related. Because I can tell you like this, when Louis Farrakhan, anybody see when the minister went on Donahue in the 80s and he ate them suckers up? Anybody remember that? Where they brought him on Donahue, where we're going to bring this racist, this white hating, this anti-Semite on. We're gonna destroy him. We're gonna ruin this boy. We're gonna destroy this boy. But you don't know if you know the minister like I know the minister, and like a lot of y'all know the minister. You know he ain't no boy. Whatever a little boy is, he's the exact opposite of a boy. He's a man. And so this man, this intelligent black man, went on Donahue and chopped him up into tiny little pieces. Did y'all see that? He turned a steak into a milkshake. He broke them down so bad they were like, oh God, we can't do this. We can't ever have this guy on TV anymore, because for long he'll be able to run for president, right? And so they took him off TV. They said, okay, well, since we don't have truth on our side because we're a bunch of liars, and because we can't outsmart him, what we're going to do is we're going to just make sure that people never hear what he has to say. So let me tell you what this does. So years later, when the minister does makes the historic achievement of getting 1 million black men to march on the Capitol. Anybody remember that thing called the 1 Million Man March? Give me a yes if you remember the 1 Million Man March. If you remember exactly where you were during the 1 Million Man March. So when the minister pulls off this historic achievement of the 1 Million Man March, I get on the phone with a friend of mine. It was a very nice white lady. Unfortunately, she was a white lady who didn't know what she was talking about when it came to the minister, but she was a nice white lady. And we got on the phone, and I said, I'm 24 years old, by the way. I'm a kid at this point. And I said, yeah, I'm watching the 1 Million Man March on TV. And she said, the 1 Million Man March? I said, yeah, it's being hosted by Louis Farrakhan. Do you know him? She said, yeah, he's an idiot. And I said, oh, he's an idiot. Okay. Have you ever heard any of his speeches? No, I haven't heard his speeches, but I know he's an idiot. Okay. Have you read any of his books? No, I haven't. But I know he's an idiot. And so I said, but have you heard anything? Have you read or seen anything that he's ever said? No. But I know he's an idiot. And I said, so you're telling me that you never read any of his books? You've never read an article that he's written. You've never heard him speak even for 20 seconds, but you know for a fact, pay attention now, you know for a fact that he's an idiot. So you're basing your opinion on no information whatsoever. Well, it sounds to me like you, ma'am, might actually be the idiot right now. You're actually the idiot because you didn't even do any of the investigation yourself. You're listening to media that has been afraid of this man for 40 years. So they pretty much told you, like, don't worry about it. Don't investigate for yourself. We don't want people thinking for themselves. Just take our word for it. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. So this ended one of my friendships. This is your so-called allies. These are your so-called allies. That's why I tell you, I hate to say it, but I don't think black people have many friends. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but I don't think we have many friends. And I haven't talked to that lady to this day. 25, 30 years, I have not spoken to her since. She was one of my good friends at the time. So my point is to say that what they have done to the minister has been wrong. But I'm not going to sit here and wail and moan and whine. Y'all doing us wrong. Y'all doing us wrong. I'm not no baby, and the minister ain't no baby. This ain't no wine fest where there will be no wine served at this party. We will not. There is no wine in the back. Okay, because here's the thing. The minister understands that he is at war. He understands that there are people that have declared war on him and his ideas. And so he understands, a grown man understands that when you're at war, all's fair in love and war. Your enemy ain't gonna have no empathy for you. They're not gonna care if you whine about the problem. They're not going to care if you sit and you say, well, you did me wrong. That was an injustice. We go march. We're going to sing Negro spirituals and march and pray. We shall overcome. Y'all's doing us wrong. You knows you're doing us wrong and a change is going to come. Well, a change is going to come because he's filing that $5 billion lawsuit. And that's where the change is going to come from. So shout out to the minister. Shout out to the Nation of Islam for filing this lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League, because these suckers know that they're on some BS and they've been on it for a long time. Anyway, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. You're watching drboystv.com, the home for intelligent black people. A couple things. Number one, we are on Spotify and Apple. So if you look up my name, Boyce Watkins, on Spotify and Apple, you can find me there. Also, the podcast I do with my wife, Dr. Alicia, called Pillow Talk. She's a professor as well in social work and also a licensed therapist. Also, if you want to join us next year at the All Black National Convention, we are going to be in Chicago. You can actually get the passes for a discount for the next 24 hours. Just go to allblacknationalconvention.com. We had an epic weekend this weekend. We covered all kinds of topics from love, relationships, politics, investing, estate planning, lots of learning. We had lots of fun. It's a very positive space. So if you'd like to come to a positive, pro-black space, a black-owned space, come to the All Black National Convention. I have no doubt you're going to love it. allblacknationalconvention.com. And my new book is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. If you'd like to learn more, it is now on Audible. You guys requested it, so we gave it to you. So you can go to Audible and get it there. You can also get it on Amazon if you'd like a hard copy, or if you'd like to get a signed copy, just go to drboycebooks.com, search for the word autograph, and you can get autographed copies of all my books. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Thumbs up, share, subscribe. So let me read to you the public statement released by the Nation of Islam about this lawsuit filed by Minister Farrakhan. I don't think many members of the nation are going to speak on this issue because they tend to stay on code. I know some of y'all that don't stay on code ain't used to that, but they tend to stay on code. So they're probably not going to speak much on this until the time is right. And when that time comes, I will be more than happy to have any representative from the nation to come on and talk about this lawsuit. I have many, many friends in the nation. I have much respect for the Nation of Islam. That ain't never going to change. So don't ever come and whisper anything in my ear that's going to make me question that support I have for the nation, because my ears will be shut at that moment. I'm very focused on supporting the people I believe in, and I hope you'll do the same. All right. So it says here, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, from immediate release, October 21st, 2023. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam sue the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, and the Simon Wiesenthal Center, SWC, for misuse of the word anti-Semite. On October 16, 2023, which was the 28th anniversary of the Million Man March, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam sued the ADL and its CEO, Jonathan Greenblatt, SWC, and Rabbi Abraham Cooper of the SWC in the federal court of the Southern District of New York for First Amendment violations and defamation. Defamation, that's a heavy term. We should look up the word defamation so I can sort of tell you the specific legal definition of the word defamation. I'm going to give you the definition of defamation. All right. So the definition of defamation is the action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander or libel. So do you think, give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Do you think that they consistently calling Minister Louis Farrakhan anti-Semitic has engaged in the action of damaging his good reputation or slandering or libeling him? Yes or no? Do you agree with that assessment? All right, I'm going to keep reading as you type yes or no in the chat. For over 40 years, the defendants have falsely labeled Minister Farrakhan and the NOI as anti-Semites and as anti-Semitic because of difference in theological viewpoints and for his pointing out misbehavior of some members of the Jewish community, among other things. Some members, not all. This false labeling has hindered Minister Farrakhan in his mission, which is to deliver the truth taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that will correct the condition of spiritual and mental and moral death of the black man and black woman in America that came as a result of the 310 years of chattel slavery and over 150 years of oppression and suppression thereafter. Minister Farrakhan and the NOI, in bringing this action, are keenly aware that good, law-abiding citizens are likewise victims of this mischaracterization, including the late Nelson Mandela. These are other people they've accused of being anti. This is almost comical. The late Nelson Mandela, President Jimmy Carter, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Bishop Desmond Tutu, and many more. So they're trying to go after everybody. The defendants have at times indiscriminately and arbitrarily mislabeled countless politicians, entertainers, athletes, authors, educators, public speakers, academicians, comedians, and others as being anti-Semites and as anti-Semitic simply because in many instances the speaker did not agree with the defendant's point of view, and in some cases simply because the person made a favorable comment about Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. That's a powerful point. How many times have you seen people go out of their way to require a black celebrity to condemn Minister Farrakhan? Have you seen that? This is the oddest behavior I've ever seen in my life. Have you ever seen these situations? Typically, if a celebrity gets busted saying, I support Farrakhan, they go out of their way to say, no, Negro, you need to condemn Farrakhan. How often have you ever seen a scenario where we had the power to go tell a melanin deficient person to go and condemn somebody from their own community that they love and respect? We don't do that. We can't do that. So yeah, Tamika Mallory, I remember, you must condemn him. Shut up. Condemn yourself. How about I condemn you? And I'm not like that. I'll cuss. I'll condemn you, asshole. Like seriously. I mean, come on now. What is that nonsense? You don't you better not never tell me to condemn somebody I love. I'm a grown man. You condemn yourself. Condemn your ugly wife. I ain't condemning people I love. I'm not doing that. So anyway, let me keep going. The importance of this case extends far beyond the named plaintiffs, but it encompasses every citizen of America who values the freedom of speech, the freedom to exercise his or her religion, and the freedom to associate with persons of like interests. These unjust actions by the defendants over the years have caused many to fear their censure and rebuke, which thereby significantly erodes and has a chilling effect on the protections woven into the fabric of the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and must not be accepted. If it is the will of Allah, God, Minister Farrakhan will personally address the filing of the lawsuit at a press conference in the near future. So when that press conference happens, I will be paying attention. And as you can probably guess by now, I fully support this lawsuit. I like what they're doing. I think everybody should be paying attention. I hope that you will also share this video to let others know what is going on, because they're entering into a pretty epic battle. And I really think that they should win, because if they win this battle, they help all of us. And if you ever want to know why I have so much appreciation for the Nation of Islam, it is because there is no place in America that you can find where they can take almost any black man under any condition and make him into a productive member of the Black community that puts the Black community first. Can you name, give me a yes or no, give me a yes or no in the chat. Can you name any other place where a Black man who is struggling mentally, physically, spiritually, broken down, on drugs, just got out of jail, whatever, where he can be turned into an upstanding, intelligent, disciplined, supportive member of the Black community? Is there any other place? Is there a rehab clinic? Is there a public school? Is there a university? Is there a corporation where that young Black man can go and be turned into a productive asset for the Black community? Yes or no? So this is why you got to defend the nation on some level. I mean, I know some of y'all disagree religiously. That's okay. That's okay. I spent enough time with brothers in the nation. My security this weekend at the All Black National Convention was a brother from the Nation of Islam, right? And he was recommended by another brother from the Nation of Islam. And that's a powerful brand in our community, because I knew that if I got a brother from the nation watching my back, I already know he's dotting his I's, he's crossing his T's. I already know he's looking around every corner. I already know that I'm safe. And I have to have security when I go places, because not everybody is your friend. I will take security and backup from the Nation of Islam before anybody else, because I know what they bring to the table. And this is why it's important that even if you disagree, even if you don't like everything, even if you have questions like, what happened with Malcolm X? Okay, you can have all those questions, but don't ever throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm imploring you not to do that. Okay, the Nation of Islam, it does services for the community that nobody else can do or will do. They also don't just produce quality people for the community. I'm talking about men who love our women, women who love our men. I'm talking about intelligent, educated people. I've spoken at the Muhammad University of Islam several times, and every time I went there, those children were asking questions at the age of 12. They graduate students ask. And they're located right across the street from some failing Chicago public schools that can't produce a single Black child that can even read, write, or do math. And then the ones that can read, write, and do math end up working for white people. Do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying when I tell you that this is one of your most powerful assets? And I really hope that you'll hear me and at least consider what I'm saying when I appeal to you, that just be thoughtful about how you perceive things, how you critique things, whatever. Okay. And that's what I believe. And I'm sticking with it. I ain't changing that at all. And so congratulations to the minister and the nation on filing this lawsuit. I think it's a very important lawsuit. I will keep you all posted on what happens. I believe that they're going to gain some significant ground in this case. This is the beginning of a very long fight, and I look forward to seeing how it goes over time. All right, so I'm going to head on out, guys, before I take off. Do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. My new book is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. You can get a copy on Amazon or Audible or drboycebooks.com. If you want an autographed copy, just search for the word autographed on drboycebooks.com. You can get an autographed copy if you'd like. Also, if you'd like to get tickets next year for the All Black National Convention, we're going to be in Chicago. We will sell out because we don't want everybody at the convention. We only want people there that believe in Black love, Black wealth, and Black family. So if that's not who you are, then if you were not there to engage in gender wars and all kinds of chaos, we're there to talk it out, connect, love. If you've been there before, you know the energy is built on tremendous amounts of love, positivity, intelligence, wealth, all these other things. So if you'd like to join us, just go to allblacknationalconvention.com. You can get the tickets at a discount for the next couple of days. And last but not least, we have a social media platform. Just like the minister, I've had some issues with Facebook and Instagram myself. As you guys know, I had an Instagram page with about 460,000 people on it, and they eliminated the page. They didn't explain why. They just maybe they've labeled me as anti-Semitic or something. I don't really have an issue with the Jewish community, but whatever. You never know. I have no idea, but I know who owns Facebook. So no disrespect to them. But what we've done is we've actually created another platform called Be One Nation. Be the number one nation.us, not .com. Be One Nation.us. And so if you want to go there and join us and hang out with us there, you can connect with each other there as well. So feel free to go to beonenation.us. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. And also, if you want to talk about stocks and things like that, I do send out those profit alerts. I'm going to send out another one pretty soon. If you'd like to get the profit alerts, just text the word stock to 31996. Text stock to 31996, and I'll send it to you. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. And good luck in the lawsuit to the minister. See you later. Peace.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to co-sign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boy's TV. Here we are.